channel, hit that like button, get that algorithm popping, hit the notification bell. So we've had a lot of crazy deaths this year. I mean, just the last few weeks, Carl Weathers passed. Then you had Mr. C yesterday, Biggie's old DJ from Brooklyn. Rest in peace, Mr. C. And then you have now OJ Simpson. I mean, this is random. I was looking up, I was like, what? OJ? And I'm like, didn't I just see this cat on It Is What It Is? With Cam and Mace, he was just there. So I mean, it's crazy how you could just be there. You know, he was battling his illness this whole time, and it's crazy because hilariously, Ray Lewis is trending on Twitter right now. You know what I mean? If you remember his murder case back in 2000 with the white suit, you know what I mean? OJ was the white glove. But yeah, OJ is, and right now a lot of people got mixed reactions. I've seen something. Bruce Jenner. I'm not calling him Caitlyn Jenner. Bruce Jenner said something crazy. You had Dr. Lamont Hill talking crazy about, just saying his opinion. You know what I mean? He wasn't disrespectful, but that's what he feels. He's not a hero. He wasn't a martyr. Even though he was, I believe, a Heisman winner, he was definitely a big college football star, bigger college player. Most old heads would tell you he was a better college football player than he was an NFL player. I think he played for the Buffalo Bills, but he retired in like 78, 79. But it's a lot of mixed reviews on OJ because, to me, I think he's probably the most polarizing figure of all in my lifetime. Gotta be. If you're like 50 or younger, who was more polarizing? Because I remember when everybody loved Michael Jackson. And then I remember when people started to turn on him. I've seen people go from that. For my entire life, OJ's kind of always been, you ask 10 different people about OJ, you get 10 different responses. You know what I mean? Like even before the whole murder case and the police chase in '94 and all of that, like there was a lot of black people who didn't think he was that cool because they thought he was a sellout. You know what I mean? Like OJ might have been that first. He might have been the martyr as far as being the first major black athlete back in the day in the '70s that was known for like only dating white women. Like that narrative, that whole stereotype, whatever, it kind of started with him. So I mean, it was always he always kind of got mixed reactions from black folks back in his heyday, even before the whole incident where, of course, the old infamous trial, Johnny Cochran. They've been playing that clip everywhere all day. You had the TV show they made with Cuban Gooding Jr. and it was on FX. It was getting like 10 million people was watching every week. It was crazy. I mean, you've seen that story cinematically, they put that, how many documentaries and shows they've done on OJ alone, like tons of them. You know what I mean? And people can't get enough of it. They're going to do another one probably. They'll probably do another biography or something. People will put it on Netflix or something. People will watch. You know what I mean? He's a polarizing figure. You know what I mean? He's always been just off. I mean, when he first got on Twitter a couple years ago, I was like, yo, this is hilarious. Like, this guy's just, half the country thinks he's a murderer. And he's out here just kicking it like it's nothing. You know what I mean? It was crazy because now some black people look at him and say, well, he's guilty, period. They don't care he's guilty. And then there's some black folks who really ride with OJ and was playing that race card and was like, yo, it was the first time ever in our history here in the country, in America, where a white woman accused a black man of something and the black man actually got away with it. So some black folks was just riding on the strength of that and just cultural purposes. Like, you know what I mean? Like, well, we got you, OJ. We got you. You know what I mean? Like Cam just put out his message earlier. They was calling him Uncle O. You know what I mean? So, I mean, some people like, it's always mixed reactions. Some people rock with OJ. Some people just like me. I kind of was in the middle. I was like, I always kind of laughed at him. I always thought he was a funny character. You know what I mean? The facial expressions, the big giant head, you know what I mean? You never knew he would just say some wild stuff, you know what I mean? He wasn't wired the same as everybody else. He was a little different. But he was definitely a iconic personality, more than a football player, because if you came up in my age group in the last 30, 40 years, we didn't see any of his football career. He retired in the 70s. You know what I mean? So we know him as being like a cultural iconic figure, kind of. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's a landmark that's a milestone type of death right there. People gonna remember this. So yeah, that's crazy. But let me know what y'all think. OJ Rest in peace, OJ Simpson. I'm out.